everybody. It is Mary
and Amma.
And we want you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
And we want to say thank you to all our new
Yes.
subscribers. We have gotten a lot of new subscribers. We just want to say thank you
Welcome
for the
to
support.
The family.
We want to say thank you to those our ride and die. No, not ride and die.
Ride and live.
Right?
Ride and live.
Ride and live. Those ones who have been there from the beginning. We
who
just
always
say,
comment, live,
who always
love.
comment, and the new ones who always comment, and those of you who have been asking how we are.
Yes.
We are doing fine.
Yes.
The fasting is completed. I was a little under the weather for a while. I was actually dealing with a little bit of a depression, and but I kind of got through that during this fasting month, and I'm so happy about that. But
yes.
It's not, it's not something that I deal with usually during this time, but for some reason I was, feeling down a little bit, and also just, a little bit lethargic and stuff, but I am feeling better. So,
yes, but we are reviewing.
Thank you for asking and inquiring. I appreciate that.
Yes, but thank you guys for all the new subscribers. But
Yes.
today we are reviewing a new show
Yes.
called Unexpected. I actually watch it all the time. Well, not all the time, but I grew up watching Teen Mom.
And I just happened to, I think,
We left
90 Day Fiancé happened,
and then
Unexpected came on,
and
I was
the
sitting
TV
down,
was still on.
and I was watching. I was like,
what
is
the
this?
hell is this?
I was like, we gotta do a show.
We're
about
just
this.
gonna
So,
talk really about Kaylin and Jason.
Yes,
this
let's
guy
go
is
into
such
Kylie
a
and Jason.
prick. Like,
she's 17.
She's 17. He's
and
18.
he is 18.
And she is pregnant with his child. And she has been
active labor.
Yeah, active labor
for 25
hours.
So,
but the thing is, he told her, "I want us to do a water birth." Mind you, he's not carrying the child; it's not coming out of his private parts.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, "I want to do a water birth, and that's better. And we can't be doing
the
drugs."
home birth.
They were,
doing
but
it.
then she went into
the midwife says,
labor distress or something.
Yes, exhaustion.
Labor exhaustion.
Yes.
So they had to go to the hospital.
So the midwife says, you have to go to the hospital.
And he was like, I hate hospitals because all they care about is the mother and the baby, as they should. And he said, I just think hospitals are stupid. I think doctors are stupid. I think nurses are stupid. Like a petulant child. Yeah. And then he was like, and I don't want her to do no drugs. Mind you, you're pushing something that's like 12 inches out of your vagina. Yeah. And you're here saying that, I don't want her to do any...
Yes.
But he said, I don't want her to have any drugs, like that thing that goes in your spine, which I don't agree with either, because people have back pains for years, and it's really not healthy. But if you have to do it, you have to do it. It is what it is. You pray about it, say Alhamdulillah, and go about your business.
It's not 12 inches, but it is quite a bit. You're pushing this life out of you.
And you say your body goes into shock sometimes, like your body is shaking.
Because you're in this, it's a pain.
A huge amount of pain.
Yeah. And they wanted to give her an epidural so that she could rest. And he's saying it's fentanyl
and opioids, and he's saying it's all types of...
You're going to be drugged, and the baby's going to be drugged, and you're going to be high, and all
he
this
says,
stuff.
Go ahead and take you, a drug addict. Mind you, as she's crying in pain, calling her a drug addict.
Yeah, he
and I'm
didn't
like,
care.
who is this idiot?
They finally kicked him out, thank goodness.
That's when after he berated her for 10, 15 minutes. And then finally she said, F you, I don't give a F what you think. Mind you, this girl is used to being walked over by this guy.
Yeah.
And she said, fine, F you, I don't care what you say no more. I'm taking the damn endorphin, or what is it?
The epidural.
The epidural or whatever, stuff like that.
So they kicked him out. He went to the parking lot. She's on the phone with him, though. And he continues to berate her.
Well, she was crying and yelling at the people or whatever, stuff like that.
And then she's yelling because he's like, now you let them kick me out and I can't see my baby
son,
being birthed.
And he's like, I wanted to at least kiss you before I left, but you're here cussing me out, calling me all types of names.
This is it. That's why...
I also felt like the thing is she was like
young teenagers.
She was listening to him as he was saying, "Don't take the drugs." Like, it's your body. You can just say, "Okay, I don't care what you say, and I'm just going to take it." But she was just like, "Let me take it. Let me take it."
I know, like asking for permission.
Just listening to him and asking for permission.
That's what happens when you're too young. You don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And now, all of a sudden, it's so easy to fall into. You have this person
who's emotionally abusive,
not mature, You listen, the empathetic part of our brain does not fully develop. It's a scientific fact. It doesn't fully develop until you're 25 years old. So sometimes when you have these young people who are not empathetic, they can't really feel what you're feeling. Sometimes parents get very frustrated, but that part has not fully developed yet. And so here he is, he's 18, she's 17. There is no empathy there. He's not going to empathize with you. And then also, I don't know what his upbringing is because he is very abusive. So that's something that he has gone through. This is what he has seen, and this is what he knows, and this is what he's doing. This is why I just always try to urge young girls, don't get caught up in
men
sex,
being with a boy,
in sex,
wanting to be loved. All that is BS.
They can't give you that love that you're looking for.
It has to come from within.
You need to just take some time and sit back and really just take some time to start meditating. Try to figure out where that pain is coming from. Maybe think back to how you grew up. But the answer definitely is not to go and have a child. Because you're bringing that child. That child should not be brought into this world to love you. That child should not have that job of making you feel good about yourself.
That's damn much.
That's too much to put on a child. And it's unfair. It's selfish. Okay? You want to be the best person that you can be. I don't want to say unfortunately because you're already pregnant. You have to make the best of
and
it.
Kids are
However, even if you are pregnant, you don't have to stay with the father of the child.
You have your parents there
who
are supporting.
You know, this is the time, if you'd never listened to your parents before and they are decent parents, this is the time to listen to them. This is the time to reach out to an adult who is in your corner, So that's really tough. It was it really hurt my heart to see that, to see that. It's almost as if, when you do that, it's like you're putting him as a god in your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I won't do anything until he gives me permission.
I'm not doing it till he gives you permission, and he's not worthy to be that in your life. To be and he cannot solve. You can't look to man to solve your problems, to love you enough. You have to love yourself enough for you to draw that kind of man that will give you that love. You can't draw to you what you don't have already in your life. If you don't have love in your life, you're not going to draw someone who's going to love you. If you're not kind to yourself, you're not going to draw someone to you who's going to be kind to you. So that's something for you all to think about. The other person was Emerson and Mason. And they were moving to she was moving to her boyfriend Mason's place. Mason lived with his mom, who is a recovering drug addict. And
oh, she is?
Yes, Mason's mom is a recovering drug addict.
Okay.
Her mom is married to her stepdad, and the mom had a baby just before Emerson had a baby.
They're pregnant at the same time.
Right. And so the mom was very, yelling
kind.
at her, very mean to her. She was yelling at her a lot. Like, the mom yelled at her, and even the stepfather said so. He said, you want your daughter to stay with you. But she's not going to stay with you if you're going to be yelling at her. The mom was upset. But that was
after she let the boyfriend come to the home to stay with her and see with the son.
Bed. Yeah.
She said that he has to sleep on the couch and you sleep upstairs. But his daughter was like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm already pregnant and I think that my siblings should be able to see a loving relationship. That is some BS.
Yeah, that's not for you to do, honey. That's for your mom to do.
With her stepdad.
With your stepdad.
So you're going to be in the house making noises and all this stuff. You're already pregnant with the younger siblings there.
That is not a good example.
That doesn't even make sense.
Siblings. Yeah.
I was just like, what?
And not because you're already pregnant, that means now we're going to continue to have sex.
We're just going to live in the Wahala, and we're just going to be extra with it now. Nobody knows, no secrets. Yes, yeah. So... Like,
you
what?
want to do all of that? Let Mason
Go take yourself to a hotel.
work a couple of jobs, and
Y'all
provide
get a
for
place.
you all and get a place, right? So, but it's such a hard situation. So she's moving in with the mom, who's
No,
Mason's
she's moving
mom.
in with Mason.
Mason
Because
yeah.
she doesn't like that fact that her mom is giving her ultimatums and telling her what to do, which is just a very immature thing. But of course, these are young teenagers, so they're not thinking clearly.
No, they're not.
So she has decided to go live with the mom, who's a drug addict or recovering drug addict.
She's a recovering addict. So they dropped her off. The mom was very sad about that, and I
And she said, I don't know if she knows how badly she's hurting me and everything. And even the stepdad was like, we don't want you to go, whatever. But you know, you can't. You have to listen. You know.
And obviously, she
was
not been
very
living by the rules.
That she wouldn't have been pregnant.
That's why you're in this situation.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be in this other situation. Hopefully,
it'll bring common sense.
Yeah, and hopefully
or some clarity.
Hopefully everything is okay in the home.
Yeah,
Mason's
hopefully
home.
It works out.
And Lily and Lawrence. Lily has 2 children.
She had
by
one.
Lawrence.
No, she has one from another boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah, he took her in. And then he had one by the other boyfriend. So Lawrence actually took in her son that she had with another man.
Okay.
And then she actually got pregnant by Lawrence. So
I thought she had it was a daughter.
Yeah, the daughter was by another man, and then she had another child.
Okay, by Lawrence. Okay.
But he did engage her after she got pregnant to marry her or whatever, stuff like that. But they recently moved out of the mom's home to go be in their own apartment, whatever, and stuff like that.
He doesn't want to marry her now
because he said, "Oh, I spent about $10,000, which I doubt."
To move to the apartment,
yeah,
and maybe to buy furniture and
all that.
He doesn't have another $10,000 for the wedding.
Which
you could actually just go to the courts if you really
and then just
married.
Do another wedding later on.
It could be a little dinner at home.
Yeah, and then also I feel like, the thing is, maybe y'all shouldn't get married just because, he is providing.
Well, that's what the mother says.
He also seems abusive. He's really rude, very
rude.
crude. He's always like, I'm home, like, I've been out working. All you do is sit at home. What the hell have you been doing all day? Like, this house should have been clean. But I mean, the thing is with her, she doesn't just lay down and take it. She does go bite back or whatever, stuff like that. But he's just very rude, and he also seems a little sexist to me. But my thing is, you're the one who was so gone-ho, took her on her child, got her pregnant, then got engaged with her, and now you want to be yelling and cussing at her because now you're having to do the work of a man. You laid this bed. You laid in the bed with her and made this situation. Yeah. So while you're now getting mad at her because she's not cleaning the house, having kids is it's like a full-time job. Like, it's more than a 24/7 job.
I mean, one of the things he could have done since he had is you could have married her, taken on her child, and then let her go, you all go to college, and
y'all could just stay in the mom's home because the mom was there helping you. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he's like, but he also was telling her that you need to grow up, you need to mature, like, you need to stop being so close to your parents. So now everything is on her.
To take her away from support system.
Classic sign of abusers.
So
they usually try to isolate you.
Yep.
But so they were just having issues or whatever and stuff like that. So that was Lawrence and Lily.
And then the last one is Jenna that we saw. Jenna and Aiden. I didn't see Aiden. Is that the guy?
That's the baby father. He is a provider or whatever, but he's very rude and very crude with her feelings. Like, they were driving.
Oh, that's the one who he told to shut the F up.
He said, "Why don't you shut the F up and let me be the driver?" As she's telling him to slow down driving.
But she seems very extra concerned about her mom and her dad.
Well, you have to project because your relationship is going horribly, and you don't want to know what to talk about it. So let's talk about how horrible you guys are as parents to me.
Yeah, even though the parents are thinking
they're divorced.
Heather, the mother is called Heather, the dad is called Matt, and they decided, look, we have to kind of come together and be able to just be able to co-parent
and show her that she doesn't have to stay with Aiden. Like, you can actually co-parent.
Yeah.
And she said, "I bet money on it. Y'all ain't going to last 5 minutes without fighting."
And even when they got along, she kept on saying all that, and I was like, sometimes what children will do so that you don't point the finger at them and talk about their stuff that they're not doing, they will try to manipulate parents.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep them fighting, especially if they don't get along. That's why it's so important for parents. You're no longer together. Try to have some kind of harmony and some
At least
kind
a
of
cordial relationship. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't gotta be friends, but at least
yeah,
be cordial.
and show like kind of like a oneness in a sense, so that the children know that they can't manipulate you.
Yeah, big facts.
You know, they can't manipulate you, and use that to
Their
get what they
advantage.
want exactly.
Yeah.
So this is something I'm going to continue to watch because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Actually,
But
I
he
now
did talk
wanna
to the mom
see
and it went well though.
Aiden.
No, her dad.
Yeah, he did talk to the mom, and that went well. And she's like, I don't hate you as much as I did
It actually
before.
feels good that
And
we
they
don't have to hate each other.
yeah, and they both kind of chuckled.
Laugh and chuckle about it. So I'm happy that worked out for them.
So
But
we'll
yes,
see how
y'all.
long it lasts. The father did not seem. I mean, he's happy that they're together, but the mom seemed more joyful about it.
Then he did.
Yeah, the father.
But he is remarried, I believe.
He is remarried, but maybe he doesn't want her to be as happy as she appears.
Yeah. So, but in the next commercial, it shows that the daughter also instigating again. We should all go on a family vacation. He said, "I'd rather jump into a bed of pogo sticks than to go on vacation."
Yeah.
And then of course the mom's looking at him like, "This is Jackie." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
So-
don't need to do all of that.
But the
So-
daughter's instigating it again.
Yeah, because
Because she
doesn't
wants to
wanna
prove a
deal
point
with,
that, I'm not going to leave my man because y'all show that you can't co-parent.
Yeah.
But you just want to
she
be
wants
able
to make
just
that
say
as an excuse
Yeah,
of why she
stay.
doesn't want to leave him.
Yeah.
But what I will suggest to Jenna, really look at your relationship with Aiden. Really see if this is the person, character and all that, this is the person that I want Luca, my son, to look up to and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the beauty about being young, and even if you got pregnant and stuff like that, is that you can get your stuff together and really have a good relationship.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to stay in any abusive relationship. So, that was it with Unexpected.
Yes, y'all. But thank you guys for watching. It is Mary.
And Amma.
And we invite you guys to like,
Share.
subscribe
And comment.
down below.